up against France, the Olympic gold medalists, for a place in the European Championship final against Poland on Saturday. Alessandro Michieletto, shining star of this Italian side, and France go to Louati, and Louati just fires wide, but he's going for the sharp angle. No one's too fussed there from the French side. Big rocket serve from Michieletto. Grebennikov finding his rhythm. Louati just trying to spank it into the angle early doors. Good decision, just the execution was a little bit out. 22 points against the Netherlands, 12 against Northern Macedonia for Michieletto and France. You can hear a pin drop. And Le Goff is still scoring at a phenomenal record. 100% efficiency, Le Goff against Romania, 80% against Bulgaria, and 1 from 1 here for the experienced middleman from Montpellier. Romano goes with the tip. Brizard's put on the floor. Carle has to step in, goes to Petrie, stays controlled towards Gianelli, who's just barking to get it to the outside, and Lavia looks for the touch, and it's given. Lavia with 2 up, 3 up here, gets the brush off the hands. And one thing about France that you know is that they dig deep and they have character, and being in the Lions' Den this evening won't scare them, it'll fire them up. And the only people you can hear cheering when France score are the French squad. It's a beautiful play. Carle over the top of the middle on a second tempo, finds a way past the blockers. Grebennikov just checking the rotation here. Grebennikov playing for Lube as De Giorgi took over. Ace! Okay, France. Brizard with a beautiful serve straight down the seam between Lavia and Michieletto. Look at Micheletto's face. And this is a tough matchup all round. France here on opposition soil, but Italy will know this is where France perform their best. Romano, who came off the bench and was superb. Grebennikov, superb. Grebennikov with a great pass and an outrageous cover. Uzanas for the handling out there at the moment. Lavia puts the ball away. We are in for a wild, wild ride here in Rome this evening. Chinenyeze hardly misses. The scoop comes from Grebennikov. Gianelli with a casual touch as well, just the scoop. Grebennikov just puts the ball in with a nice tempo every time, doesn't he? Tip over the top from Petrie. Seen power on there now. We have some placement as well. More big serving from France. They've come out to try and unsettle the French. What a touch, Grebennikov. No, you don't. Yes, you do, Grebennikov. Only you. Now he's barking orders to everybody else. But Italy come through the middle. Outrageous volleyball here. Rocked back Grebennikov, but already in the early stages, He's been everywhere, making himself very big defensively. Arms are out, relishing the challenge. He's been served every ball so far. Chinenyeze. France will be happy if Italy keep going after their libero. Chinenyeze back to serve. Was good company yesterday for an interview. Saying that France in a very good headspace. Oh, brilliant. The middle's cooking on both sides. This is the perfect start to the game as the setters wanting to run the middle early, hold the opposition middle blockers before going to the wings with one-on-ones. Le Goff almost went, and then he had to check back for Galassi. Again, France are in some sort of system. Giannelli to the floor, and in that situation, some would try and tip, but Le Goff has just gone full send with the arm. Stayed fast, stayed aggressive, as the tip is smart from Patry because it takes Giannelli out of the setting position, and in the end it doesn't really matter. That face from Giannelli tells us everything. The Italians have to be careful they don't ride the emotional roller coaster. But they're so experienced now. Again, the ball's in the right zone. And Giannelli, it's another way you can hold the middle with the second ball dump. Now the blockers have to be aware of that, holding them into the middle when the ball goes to the outside. Theoretically, more space and more seams to attack for the hitters. Grebennikov, jump set. Finds Patry, it's perfection. Grebennikov started this game incredibly well. He's in the thick of everything. Both teams are here, physically and mentally. Again, the pass is there. Giannelli feeding the middle at the moment. And he gets a pat on the back, Mosca. Fine young man, Mosca. Very, very friendly, the Verona man. Michieletto, what a pass. Full stretch, shoulders get above the ball. Gianni scratches his head. It's some good volleyball. Michieletto, out the back this time then. Well, Italy had 5 wins, including a 3-0 win against Serbia. Chose pretty much the same team. Russo still fit then, so Russo instead of Mosca, but it's been similar reading the whole way through. Error on the outside from Lavia. This competition's been through here in Rome, Varna, Skopje, in Macedonia, Northern Macedonia, Tel Aviv, Bologna, Perugia, and Bari, and Ancona as well. Really a fabulous competition over 3 weeks. And we still have a lot of volleyball left. A big evening for this gentleman here, Mosca. A2's best middle blocker in 2020, and what a start for him. If you think about confidence, he's come in, he's made a kill already. And then he just fires one at the head of Carle, who loses the stability when he goes to floor. And passing overhand is difficult when you drop to your knees. Italy take the lead. It's another good one. Carle steps up and takes this one. Chinenyeze back in the game here. On time, wider set. Galassi tries to get across. but then snap back. He's protecting a smart blocking from Lassie, trying to take the high percentage swing and protect position 1, but then the snap back is too good, and that's why Chinenyeze is one of the very best in the world at the moment. Fast from France. The speed of the offense. Michieletto put to the floor. Chinenyeze takes the middle because he's got set already. Carle's on that second tempo in the middle. Very good setting from Brizard to set the wider shoot and then link it to the pipe the very next ball. Running this game nicely. Purely for the fact that Galassi's going to run with Chinenyeze after the previous play, and Chinenyeze being so effective there, that pipe is a very good option. Big serve. And what I'm already loving about this game is that both teams are going full throttle. It's exactly what we thought would happen. Brizard has a little look to the outside, feeds Patry, and Patry for a second time goes over the top with a tip. Not for the first time. Jean Patry scores with a tip over the top. France are fired up for this one. Ngapeth just jumping around in front with that knee injury that's kept him out. Okay, there's an error from Romano. First time out of this semi-final. And it's De Giorgi that has to call it. The pass starting to leak a little bit here, and on the high ball, look at Gianni. Well, error from Romano. Difficult for the left-hander when that ball's getting set over such a long distance to come and find it and still be aggressive with it. Yassine Louati, 31 now, the outside spiker. Obviously have Clevenot playing a Champions League final this year, bench as well. Tilly. On the turn, great dig, chases on, Carle revives it, and Brizard, the setter, has to jump through. Other opportunity, this time Romano, another dig from France. It's really good persistence, but Romano's heating up again here, goes away from the body and fires through. And the difference between this one and the previous one, the ball's in rhythm, it's faster, it gets across him, and he can turn the ball. The Italian flag flying high once again here. Lavia. Grebennikov is absolutely on the money. A second pipe attack, and it is absolutely flying through there. Louati this time, Carle the previous time. And it's all because the pass is cooking. Gianni will be over the moon with the way France have come out here. Ngapeth's got the tracksuit top off. Chinenyeze with a big serve of his own. That set's tight, but it's perfect for Michieletto. What a set! I thought that was tight, but Gianelli has just played a ball from way right of the court and put it on the absolute perfect spot for Michieletto. It's an absolutely insane set, almost from the scoreboard. Service error keeps France 2 in front. Ngapeth getting ready, who's throughout his career not been too used to coming off the bench for France. Chinenyeze currently on the side. Patry. Big serve from Patry. Grebennikov is there again, my word. He's reading everything. Almost a face block. Face cover. Chinenyeze looks through the net, smiling. Back at Le Goff. What a game this is already. High ball to Carle. And this is where he might struggle, Carle. Has a more passing outside. P2 looking for the block at times. Chinenyeze is high and he's got a fantastic block on him. He had a lot of points off the block against Romania. But that's an overpass for Carle as well. Italy, through service pressure, are sensing an opportunity. And Gianni has to get his troops in here. First pipe attack for Chinenyeze. The ball's going in. The crowd are absolutely loving it. Go on, sir. The passion, certainly evident here. Well, the opening set of Poland-Slovenia was entertaining. Poland making too many errors in that opening set for Nikola Grbić's liking. Well, Carle blocked. And then the service pressure, too much from Chinenyeze. What will this point bring? Chinenyeze starting to affect the game in multiple ways, just like he loves to. Good timeout from Gianni. Well, Chinenyeze, best setter at the World Championships. MVP of EuroVolley 2021. Carle out the back, who won the Bundesliga with Berlin recycling volleys. Inside America, outside Cody Kessel. Clevenot now coming in for Carle. It's a nice option for Gianni to have, bringing Clevenot. Off the bench, a big player for France in recent years. That's another big bit of service pressure. Luati thought he had the block, but Romano reigns supreme at the moment. Big high chew off of Luati's hands. The Wonder Boy, Michieletto, into the net this time, but also with Alessandro Michieletto on the side, and also Tommaso Rinaldi. The future's bright. Rinaldi, the best outside hitter at under 22 European champs and World Championships, under 21 as well. Ngapeth comes in for Le Goff. We've seen this substitution before for Ngapeth. Came off the bench against Bulgaria, Romania in the group stage as well, and also Portugal. And there's been 4 games he hasn't played in, but that's what Ngapeth does. He comes and he makes a difference. His whole career, he's made a difference. Michieletto beaten. Ngapeth again with another big serve. Blocks in from France. Chinenyeze having to chase after this one. There's a little bit of traffic on the way there. Nobody's taking the tip for France. You feel like Italy are battling here It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. Ngapeth stays high, goes after the libero. Substitution certainly worked for France. Steadily coming in as well for Moscow. You feel that Steadily, if he played for any other nation, he would get a ton more court time there. Less than that. That's a big serve as well. The service. Patry stopped. Steadily goes and finds Romano, and have a look at the celebrations here. Steadely's come off and just brought so much energy from the bench. Two setters on the backcourt for France at the moment. And it just shows the trust in Steadily. Italy by 1. Another big serve. What a substitution this is. You talk about Ngapeth making a difference. Steadely's just come on and changed the entire game. Timeout, Gianni and France. France are rocked back because of the physicality from the service line. Clevenot can't get the ball in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely forbidden to use a light laser inside of the venue. Thank you. E ora, signore e signori, facciamo un bel test per meter. I want to hear the scream of the French supporters. And now the Italian supporters.
What an opening set. Both coaches deep in thought, trying to figure out ways to stop the opposition. Steadily off the bench. Superb. Ngapeth did exactly the same. Clevenot, Carle both struggling with their pass off the top spinner. Short ball now. Clevenot passes a little bit off as Luati scooped. Michieletto, Chinenyeze and Steadily on the backcourt. The defense is superb. Michieletto, Steadily combine in celebration. And sometimes the stars align. Steadily off the bench. Two setters on the backcourt with Michieletto. Lavia off the hands. It's another big serve from Steadily. This is heroic stuff in Rome from Steadily. And now the emotion, all positive, the crowd are behind them. Italy are flying. In comes Kevin Tilley. Well, Tilley now in as he came off the bench against Romania and did a fine job in the final stages. Patry, no, they're still alive. Tilley gets up. What an opening point for Tilley. Just gets up aggressively and hammers through. Some mentality. Patry gets beaten. Tilley just puts it away. It's exactly the same aggression he used off the bench against Romania in the final stages. 5 points down, 21-16. They turned it around. Moscow's back in. Well done, Steadily. Glassy the target. One-on-one situation. That's the first time that you remember Grebennikov being beaten. Lavia one-on-one is a problem. Big serve from Romano this time, thuds into the net. Tilly from the right side off the hands, 2 points for him already. Gianni already, this is looking very different to the starting team from Gianni. Already used Ngapeth, brought him off. Tilly Clevenot in. Just trying to use all of his puzzle pieces. Italy, 4 set points. Something tells me that the noise here from the Palazzo dello Sport di Roma is going to go through the roof. Tilly with the pass. Chinenyeze takes a big high leap. Almost jumps out of the gym and then gets replaced. Quintin Jafori was used in all 3 sets against Romania, Bulgaria. Started in the group stage against Romania and scored 9 points. That was the game that France lost. A bit of an upset, really, for France. A huge upset for the competition, but France got their own back in the quarterfinals. There you have it. The opening set goes the way of the reigning champions. We're going to have a challenge all the same from Gianni. In or out? The ball is out. Italy lead 1-0 here in Rome. But there's still a big job to be done against this French team who started incredibly well, but cue the entrance from Steadily to change the game from the service line. Felt like Italy struggled with their pass in the opening few moments, but then it got rocking and rolling. Italy 1-0. 25-21. Clevenot is going to get us underway here. Didn't start in the first set, so it's been early changes. Carle's off for the time being. Brizard goes out to the outside to Luati. Clevenot will maybe give them a little bit more height in that wing position, but it doesn't matter, they go over the top. And nobody's home from France. Trading a roll shot, what a touch that is from Romano. And Gianelli understands this game, has a high volleyballing IQ. They have to be careful here, France. They really have to dig in and get off to a good start, because against Italy, in Italy, if you lose momentum, then it's going to be very difficult. Italy are flying here. Michieletto. High and hard off of Vlogov, who got across very well, but Michieletto is so high. Gianelli. It's a very aggressive approach to the ball and a very flat serve, but then he's making defenses. Michieletto from way downtown. Grebennikov keeps it alive. 2 up in the block from the Italians. And now a chance to throw it back to Michieletto. My word, Italy! The crowd love it. Palazzo with the cover. A fabulous one at that. And just like we saw from Poland, the intensity that Italy are playing at is on another level at the moment. France have been rocked. Petrie, perfect side out. That's a good way to get France on the scoreboard as we have a look at the stats from the opening set here. 3 points for Petrie, 3 points for Chinenyeze, Le Goff 2. Well, you look at Lavia with 6, Romano with 4. Again, Le Goff 2 from 2. I make that he's missed 1 swing in the last 3 matches. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not bad. He does miss a serve, though. Big, fast and wide, putting the pressure. Passes in, Brizard sets the long ball, leaves a one-on-one on the outside. Romano beaten to the line. This game is absolutely incredible. Italy play phenomenal volleyball, and then France respond, battling away here. Well, there's lots of chatter for this game about Leandro Mosca and coming in and filling the shoes of Russo, but so far he's not put a foot wrong. It's another good short serve. Chinenyeze is just on another level. Great set from Brizard with the one hand. And you just don't stop him, do you? He's so high. Can hit both ways at the Lube middleman. Luati. I have to say that if France want to upset the Italians here, they have to go full throttle from the service line. Romano. France can just correct their pass. Again, it's a little bit off, and that's making Brizard's job a little bit uncomfortable. Good serving from Italy again. Lavia 3 up, so he knows he hasn't got any angles available, so recycles. Lavia again. Oh, jump set, what a play! This is absolutely sensational. Well, there we see the dig. But it was this, the dummy. Second ball attack from Lavia, and then flip to Gianelli. Suffer that, France, say Italy. And that's missed by an absolute whisker. Chinenyeze, once again, who's had another fabulous competition. Scoop from Brizard. Lavia doesn't try and overplay this one. They'll look for a touch here. They'll go for a challenge. and everything going their way. The service pressure, the defense of Italy, stuff of miracles in Rome Hikrebennikov. What a play that is. And Ngapeth does miss his first offensive play for 2 matches. De Giorgi almost put down. Four-point game. It's very difficult for France to get out of first gear when Italy are bringing their very best level. You think about the service pressure they're applying through Gianelli, Michieletto, Mosca, difficult floater, and Lavia as well. Just takes a bit off that after the timeout. 2 up in the block, and good work from France. France haven't really got their serving going. A couple of missed serves into the net this time, but Patrice is somebody who can get it going, does get it going, but Palazzo just absorbs everything. And the level that Italy are bringing could mean it's a very, very quick night in the office, but there's still plenty of time for France, and they have all the ability. Well tracked and well seen from Luetti. We saw Clevenot and Tilly off the bench in the previous set. Ngapeth came on to serve as well. The serve from Clevenot, still plenty of time. It's interesting when the pressure starts to go on your own shoulders. Serving and passing becomes very difficult in this game. When you're feeling relaxed and everything's going your way, funny enough, the momentum goes in your favour. One player gets on a serving run, then another one does. It goes against you. You have to work so hard to get it back. Again, slightly off from France. Difficult for Brizard from there, and it's another break for Italy. From that situation, Brizard can't quite run the game that he would like. Has to go to the outside. Mosca is across again. But it's Michieletto who gets the block. The passing and serving isn't quite there at the moment from France. Boye in for Patrice. Hikrebennikov flaring one outside. Gianelli has a little look through the net. The pipe is in. Boye with an outrageous dig. But Italy are just storming it at the moment. France can't get anywhere near them. Working in unison. Lavia looks like he can hit 5, opens up the chest to the right-hand side, and then fires back to position 1. Phenomenal pipe hitting. Gianelli's running this game. The Italians are working hard for each other. And it feels like the French have their backs against the wall already. Well, Palazzo, Hikrebennikov two of the best to ever do it. Both playing incredibly well with the percentages. Chinenyeze, who got this second set off to a great start. Again, it's not as hard, that serve, but it's fast to a point, and it gets France out of rhythm. Ngapeth is now on the front court. Dodgy knee or no dodgy knee, they go to their main outside hitter of the past decade or so. Special talent. Just fizzes one cross line over the left shoulder. Be interested to see how physical he is out there at the moment. Who heads to Turkey to play next year. France making problems really with their defense. Uznas from the crowd. Moscow gets dug as well. Chinenyeze and Ngapeth both go for the same ball, but Ngapeth was there. Ngapeth's now waiting for it. Out of position for it is Ngapeth, who looks high. What a rally. No way. Italy are everywhere. Block from Chinenyeze. Gianelli flips one back to Michieletto. One of the rallies of the competition so far. Ngapeth, third time, goes off body and silences the crowd here. Everyone applauding volleyball. Yuri loving it. Desire, spirit all round. Legoff playing 6 and slotted away from Ngapeth. What a swing that is, just turning it past the 3 blockers. Knows the angles the blockers will take, and he still finds a way to turn it fast enough. That's what makes Ngapeth so special, his decision making, his ability to know the situation, work off the block, have a different speed of the arm when he needs to turn the ball when he has to. But the serving game hasn't been there for France so far. Michieletto. Boyer. Grabenikov is all over it. Second chance, Ngapeth comes in with that little cross line that he's famous for and building through. Ngapeth and Boyer have made a difference here. Grabenikov again in the perfect situation underneath the block, and still Boyer incredibly high. And what we're seeing now is the real depth of the French squad as they start to work their way back into this set. Ngapeth getting a lot of the ball, isn't he? And you can see why he's up for the challenge. He's causing some problems for the Italians. Where is he going now? Ngapeth! Absolutely sensational. He's out of position, Ngapeth. He wasn't going to get the ball, but he came in so aggressively on the back set that it was enough to take everybody's attention. He gets a 5 from Gianni. It's Chinenyeze that gets it, but Ngapeth is trying to take the block away from the middleman. Superb from Ngapeth. Just leave him. Let him go and be creative. And this game has strangely just turned. Just when you thought Italy were in cruise control, maybe they were in cruise control. France won't stop fighting. Ngapeth just come on. This is great to have 3 points, 33% of the attacks. He's done way more than that though, Ngapeth. Continued to play, built pressure off of his swings. Brizard. Another big serve from Brizard. This is a nice run of serves from him. Chinenyeze tall off the top of the hands. Romano. Good game so far for the right side. Mosca next to serve. Still a 4-point game. Comfortable for Italy, but for how long? Ngapeth now the target. The pass goes into a slightly more aggressive zone. Oh my word! Boyer's just put a dent in the floor. The Italians are laughing. Does he go over the top here of the Italian opposite? It's wide of the mark. I thought that was in. It was a huge, huge play. Pass again from Ngapeth, perfect. Running a fast play behind. They go to the middle. Looking for a foot infringement of the 3-meter line. Ngapeth now back to serve. Dangerous moments here for Italy. 3 up. Ngapeth working overtime since coming on. Big serve. The MVP of the Olympic Games in 2020 or 2021. It's a 5-point set, this one, but I'm still speechless to the level that we're seeing from both teams at times. Clevenot now on the front court for France. Lavia, Chinenyeze, what a touch, nobody's on the second though. It's a good enough blow from Lavia. Chinenyeze applauded as he comes off. Reactions, gets his body underneath it, platform underneath it, does everything he needs to, but nobody's reacting. Italy have found their way again here. Short serve. Some of these off-speed serves that we see from the Italians causing France a lot of issues. To the wing, 3, and off the hands from Clevenot. There's 3 or 4 times that the off-speed serve to the sideline from Italy has just led to a vulnerable touch in the pass because of the amount that the passer has to move. It's not all bang bang from the service line, although for this man it is! Boyer goes back and does the opposite to the Italians before, just belts one. And what we're seeing from France is a team who refuse to give up and throw the towel in. Crazy game, this one. You still feel that France have an outside chance when Italy just came out flying in this second set. Chinenyeze, a big player in this team. 5 in the middle already. Well, yeah, the toss a little bit too inside the court this time, but a good run from the opposite man. Here we go again, Spertoli back in for Galassi. The hero of the opening set. Can he do it again? Yes, he can, but he picks out Ngapeth, who's passed perfectly since coming on. And Boyer, great side out from France. If they would have done that in the opening set, who knows what would have happened towards the end of it. I felt like the game was nicely balanced. And then Spertely changed it. France are looking for a hero though here in the second. Ngapeth's been perfect since coming on. He's made a real difference this team. The confidence that he's playing with, although not fully fit, complementary to his attitude. Free ball with a short bumper to position 1. 2 in the block. France's defense, phenomenal. Palazzo's in. Back to Romano, block, but it's France's side. Awkward left-hander, leaning in the air, just changing the direction of the ball. Back into the angle and off the hands of leg off. Can't quite drop the hands and the arms inside quick enough. Italy doing a fine job of just keeping this 4-point lead. Clevenot the target, overhand for the float serve. The passing unit just start a little bit further up, and after the, I'm not even going to say poor start from France, because Italy just came out the blocks firing. But it's been a very close second set if you take away the first moments. Trevor is back into the equation. There's a few French fans in here. Trevor in for Le Goff, and again the serving at the beginning of the set wasn't quite there. Inconsistent there this evening. The pass has got better throughout the second set. Ngapeth, Boyer serving certainly have up the ante for the French team. Michieletto. They need a side out here very quickly. Feels like Italy have done a good job of just maybe taking a little bit of pressure off the serve to make sure they don't give too many errors away and let France back in. That's high on Chinenyeze, because Chinenyeze has been unstoppable. Bosh! Service pressure, Brizard again. Lavia. I don't know how he got through that French wall, but somehow he made it look far easier than it was. Service pressure on point. Palazzo is there to comfort and cushion the ball in again. Out of system play. There's 2 up against him, Boyer and Chinenyeze, and he's got through them. ...113 kilometers an hour, Ngapeth. He's been dug. France need this one desperately. Through the block, nobody on the floor for them again. There's a few balls in this set that France have let hit the floor. Lavia's come to the forefront of this game at the perfect time to pull the Italians away. This time high off of Ngapeth. What a serve! Rinaldi. Has just come off the bench and show him why he's been so successful at Modena. the best outside hitter of the under-22s European champs. The World Championship under-21s. Off the bench for Mosca. And he's added something to the equation for the Italians. Mosca back in, then back out for the libero. Ngapeth. And it's wide of the mark for Ngapeth. Italy lead 2-0. It's a long, long way back now for the French side, led by Italian legend Andrea Gianni. An impressive start, an impressive finish from the Italians has given them a big lead and the initiative here in the European Championship semi-final. Italy lead 2-0, 21-19 the scores in the opening 2 sets. Large period so far. But it might just be the answer to hit France out of system as an outlet. Set 3 underway, one that France desperately needs to win. It's a great pass from Ngapeth. Boyer comes in. And then on the counter, Italy are doing what they've done all night long. Doesn't matter what set it is, what point it is, they're making digs and they're converting in transition. It's another point for Lavia. Michieletto, the service pressure, it's relentless out there. Ngapeth goes with the tip. Clevenot just shoves it off of his shoulder. Boyer, he's been dug. My word, Italy is still everywhere defensively. And then Romano puts it away. The fans are in awe here. This is a special performance so far. Gianelli running the game offensively, but so good in every other area. Well, considering Italy was serving first, it was a good start. Clevenot leaves, Clevenot came off and then he's straight back on. Wrong rotation. Brizard going off speed towards Romano. Romano gets it back. Ngapeth gets his first real block of the game so far, and now he has to hit his way from a couple of meters off. And that's where he might just struggle, not being at full physicality. Brizard says sorry, and he's just saying, do you want the ball higher? And Ngapeth not quite at full fitness. Tries to go off the hands, and that's a well-sealed block. No way past that from there for Ngapeth. Huge. Chinenyeze hasn't really been stopped, has he? 3 from 5 in the last set, so he has been stopped the odd time, but if they can keep giving him the ball, they have a chance. Ngapeth on the outside is going to need the middle being used if he's going to attack with limited jumps in him. No touch signalled from France this time, but the challenge is coming very quickly. Players are sure that it should go their way. Block touch is what they're looking for. And the Italian television next to me enjoying themselves so much they're dancing along with the music. They must feel that the win is not far away. Oh, guilty. Great challenge. Clevenot was not admitting to anything, was he? And that one's been turned around. All of these small things going the Italians' way. Clevenot knew it. He wasn't going to show it. And the fans incredibly unhappy. Closer line, Lagov back in. Earvin Ngapeth, Chinenyeze serving next. Palazzo, Michieletto, Lavia in the pass for the Italians. Palazzo hasn't put a foot wrong, has he? And from there, Italy can run the middle. The whole game opens up for them. Palazzo puts that ball in, doesn't give the French defense a chance. It's a good serve from Chinenyeze. Gianelli fading away, just speeds the ball up to Galassi. Ngapeth, as effective as he is offensively, struggling to make a block out there with Italy's offense. And again, this is some performance from Italy, it really is. Coming in here, so much discussion with the fans about how tough this was going to be for them after the game against the Netherlands 2 nights ago in Bari, and the strength that the French team have in them. But they've forced this performance. This is not a poor French performance, it's the service, it's the blocking, the defense. They find a way all the time, the Italians this evening, or they have found a way to put France under pressure in every element of the game. Big serve from Boyer. And that's exactly what the French need here. A good run of serves where they can start to give a bit of this pressure back to the Italians. Boyer again. Off the top of the net band. Michieletto makes it look easy. Stays stable early. They'll look for a touch again here and they'll get it. Clevenot doesn't try and pull a fast one there. Galassi, service pressure in abundance all evening from Italy. 113 kilometers an hour, but it's fast to the floor. It's very rare that Ngapeth gets beaten, but that was too good from Galassi and the fans love it. What an evening he's had, by the way. Mosca coming in and doing a grand job. Let's see if they can finish it off. Here the Italians. It's another block. The pass is slightly too tight from Ngapeth. The service pressure upsetting the rhythm of the French passers. In the early stages, the pass was too far off. Now it's too tight. Brizard tries to go off the hands. But credit to Michieletto. He reads the situation insanely well. It's very difficult to find a poor Italian performance out there this evening. The bench, it's Barthélémy coming on. Oh, there's a rotation error from France. And now it's starting to fall apart a little bit here. Ngapeth gives the second referee some eyes. It's Boye, I think, that went out of position early. We'll have to have another look. And that's a tough one for France to take. It's a free point, and it's not going to give their confidence a boost. Net touch against Mosca. They're battling here, the French, but they need a bit more. Great pass from Ngapeth, put to the floor. Boye just a bit wide there, and Mosca knows the angle the ball's coming in on. The ball's wide of the antenna, has to come back in on an angle. Clevenot, good serving again from France, but the pass is perfect from the Italians. Chance in transition, no, Ngapeth, he's been stopped. Again, struggling offensively in this set, Ngapeth. And Chinenyeze has had him on toast. But you think that as a character out there, Gianni will stick with Ngapeth. Brizard's out at the moment. Klebenikov steps in. It's a good wide set. I didn't think you could stop Boye from there. I didn't think you could stop Ngapeth from there. Can France stop Michieletto? No! The fans are on their feet here in Rome. Not just for Michieletto, but the overall effort and desire and the will to win from their team. Lavia 2 times in a row, and then out of system. Michieletto picks it off the block. It's a magical evening for the fans. Surely there's no way back for the French here. 6 changes to 5. As a lead here, it's going to take some character for France to get back into this. Ngapeth's in the front court. No, that he's not jumping full send because of his knee. Now he's playing at position 2. They go through the pipe. Clevenot's all over it. Nice work. Brizard finds Chinenyeze. It's a marvellous set. Chinenyeze ends up on the floor almost. They're really pushing this middle. Watch him off the ball, having to kick out all the time. Brizard finds him. It's not at full height. Doesn't matter. They're forcing the middle to try and get it in the best they can. Freud. Big hybrid serve. Enjoyed that one a lot. Overset. Brizard's out. Ngapeth on the second ball. Smart. Speeds up off the hands. No hesitation showing whatsoever from Ngapeth. And they're back to 3 here. Setter to setter. So much experience. De Giorgi, but also Chinenyeze nowadays as well. He was the next best thing at the Rio Olympics. He is the big thing now towards Paris. This arena. Palazzo dello Sport di Roma is a fabulous atmosphere. The top tier you can't really see too much of because of the lights. Everything is working, isn't it? The short serve is well seen. Leandro Mosca coming in for Russo has not put a foot wrong. Chinenyeze with one hand has full trust in his young middle to do the job that he was brought in to do this evening. This is a proper team performance from Italy. It really is. Michieletto, short ball into Ngapeth, is a good pass. Boyer, still no ball hits the floor. France are struggling to kill the ball hit. But Clevenot, second tempo pipe attack. Just over the top of Chinenyeze. Almost the same speed as he would set Chinenyeze. But it's Clevenot firing through. It's very good setting from Brizard. And France is still in touch here. If they can get a little run together, Italy will still have to finish the job, but it's that man again. Leandro Mosca. Chinenyeze feeding him because he's flying. It's a big occasion, and he's come in and he's played the perfect game, and it's Galassi now with a huge stuff block on Chinenyeze, and maybe that's just shut the door on any hopes that the French had. It's a late move towards position one on that swing over the left shoulder of Chinenyeze. It's smart blocking from Galassi because he leaves it incredibly late to take that angle away. Boyer misses the line again. We saw that in the previous set. And that could be game, set and match now. They're giving him a sliver of the sideline, and he's trying to bounce it every time. Challenge, maybe just an extra timeout, really. Whatever's happened to France is they're starting to capitulate a little bit here. Errors getting blocked. Continues like this game will be over very, very quickly. Ngapeth again the target. But yeah, no stopping that one. Out to the wing, one-on-one. Been struggling with the crossbody to the line, but not firing into that angle. A one-on-one, he'll take that all day. Perfect. Oh my days, Italy. They have put on an absolute clinic here this evening. Palazzo's pass on the money. And then it's Michieletto on the pipe that seals it. 6-point game again. Clevenot passing off the net. He's going to get this one back. No, he's not. Boyer's going to have to hit it from way out right. High swing. They are working with an intensity, in a fashion, the Italians, that the French just cannot match. Lavia off the hands of Boyer. Timeout from France. For periods, the French have put together some plays, but on the whole, Italy have just managed to put them under so much pressure in every aspect of the game. Good timeout from Gianni. He's still out there trying to get France through these tough moments. Luati coming back in to serve for Chinenyeze. And again, from Italy, the passing system, Michieletto's on the floor. What a dig, Romano this time. And this is summing up the performance here. Well, France want to call a challenge for the attack line foot fault. Well, France watch the screen in the arena closely. Well, again, it's a long one here. That's a centre line fault that they're after. And there you go. A couple of quick looks at the second referee. Good spot from the coaching staff of France. Good challenge, they get one back. Holford and Michieletto going underneath the net. Backed up with an ace from Luati. That might just fire up the French furnace. Big serve, straight through the seam. But they need more. And they get more, but the pass again. Michieletto, Gianelli just teaming up here. The service pressure is insane from France. Luati throws everything into this. And Michieletto just pops it in. Gianelli has the control in one hand to go wherever he likes. It's magic. It's absolute magic. Legoff back in and scoring. Offensively unstoppable when it's cooking. Boyer. Is it going to be his time where he can put the cat amongst the pigeons here and try and get France back into this? It's a great serve, but it's an even better pass. Gianelli! You're a wizard. Big serve from Boyer, and it's a late turn of the wrist. Again, it's magic. And this sums up the performance. France hammered a serve, and Italy just put the ball on an absolute plate. They won a net touch here. Net touch. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. 5-point game. And the crowd are loving this performance. It really is a performance that they can be proud of, the Italian fans. Clevenot. Still at 4. There's still a very, very small slither of hope. Great set from Brizard to keep that ball quick so they can still test out the middle blocker. Go off of Mosca. Clevenot again. Tight play from Michieletto. Nothing hits the floor on that side of the net, and then Michieletto picks out Ngapeth. He got back incredibly well. Now it's tight. Blockers pull their hands out the way. And Romano! It's been a faultless performance from all of them. Palazzo keeps it alive. A high rip is perfect on the line, an out of system rip. Chinenyeze passes to Clevenot, but once again the ball's off the net, so there's no middle. Ngapeth manages to make a way past the block. But those are the small things that you see from Italy. They've passed into better zones this evening with that first ball. Sometimes maybe too aggressive, but that's where the length and the height of Chinenyeze helps. This time it's off the net, and that brings Chinenyeze back into the game. Leaves a little look lingering towards Mosca. Chinenyeze tries to feed him. The left hand takes position 5. That's 1. And that's Mosca off for the time being. Sanguinetti comes in. Lagov serving. Short ball. Maybe there's some pressure. Error. Now it's interesting. France looked down and out. Giorgi thinks the ball went down. Chinenyze's asking for a touch. In or out? Out. France have half a chance here. They're working their way back into this game. And they're starting to believe. The body language here changing. But the crowd then make noise. Lagov again. To position 1. Michieletto the target. Through the pipe. Block! Oh my word! And now the bench is storming the court. Chinenyeze has made a big play. Court invasion from France. Timeout from Italy. It's game on again. Well, considering that Lagov's been taken off to be replaced by numerous service substitutions, he's done a very good job back there throughout this stage. And now I feel that for the first time, Italy will feel some sort of weight on their shoulders. Not everything's quite as smooth as it was a moment ago. And it's the float serve of Lagov that's doing the damage. Dig from Boyer. Brizard over at position 4 for blocking purposes, finds Ngapeth. Italy desperate for this one. France even more desperate. Michieletto scooped by Ngapeth, and it's out of play. It's a huge, huge point. And they go to Michieletto. And he delivers. Ngapeth in the angle, taking the sharp angle away from Michieletto, but it was just to the left of him a little bit too much and he had to reach. And then you stop dictating the ball as much. Alessandro Michieletto, strong in the arm and strong in the head. Sensational. And he points straight to the head as well. 2 for Italy. Ngapeth out of system. Goes back to Ngapeth, who gets up off the floor this time. Brizard puts Palazzo on the floor. 3 up, 2 up in the block. Carly just steps out the way. Boyer, they're firing now, France. That's a huge, huge break. It's 1 more back. Lavia goes full throttle. Boyer is coming to the party now. But they need another one. Brizard with another good serve. They're out of system. And it's a clutch play. A clutch play at a key time. And the Italians know it. Romano stays as high as possible. Carle not the biggest blocker. He knows he has the height advantage, but Gianelli with a phenomenal set to put Romano on the spot. And Romano does the rest. Match point for the Italians. Foot fault against Rinaldi. A big moment for the youngster. And to be honest, he went full throttle, didn't he? Ngapeth. Of course, it's Ngapeth to serve. And the referee says the ball's gone out the back. But there will be a challenge. France want to challenge, but they're not getting the challenge here at the moment. Means that Italy there you have it. And listen to the roar of the Rome crowd as the reigning champions of Europe will fight Poland to retain their title on Saturday. Disappointment for France as they fought their way back in set 3, but Italy were phenomenal this evening and they deserve their 3-0 victory. Well, Lanzani not part of the squad this time around with some health issues. But to beat this French team at 3-0 in such fashion is a real statement of intent from the Italians. From the huddle at the beginning, you could tell that they were up for it. From the early stages, you knew that psychologically they were there. But my oh my, that was a performance and a half. Lavia, fantastic offensively. Chinenyeze, never putting a foot wrong, but no one did. Michieletto, another phenomenal evening for him. And credit to young Leandro Mosca for coming in place of Russo and being so solid in the middle.